If you tried to stick to the gym routine but never could, that video is for you. I will tell you exactly how. See, when it comes to actually start going to the gym, the biggest mistake people make is get a super strict program and start throwing stuff your way when it comes to training. Especially it's popular if you tried before, haven't succeeded, and you try to overcompensate with a best program, sometimes with a ton of workload. That's unnecessary. You will fall off a bandwagon again. Here is what you should do. You must roll into it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That goes for many other things, but I talk about gym specifically. Let's say, let me give you a following example. Just say week 1 of you starting. That's not as strict. It would be silly of me to tell you don't force yourself while forcing yourself to a specific schedule. That's an example. Let's just say week 1. All I want you to do is go to the gym every day, and with that specific, I don't want to say routine, but with that specific system, every day is fine. You will not overtrain, period. Believe me, you will not. Let's just say week 1 were 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And your goal is nothing more than just go to the gym and do one exercise. Any exercise. If you do it, you're good to go. You can just come through, do a few bicep curls, and then bye. You do it. And that's actually a big part of gamification of life, because gamifying life is how you stick to things, and this is how you succeed. So you just walk into the gym, or hell, do some cardio, 5 minutes. I don't care if you do more. I just want you to do the habit. Here, one day, day 1 is done. You can go home if you want to, but if you feel like exploring more, please do. And I want you to explore, because see, slowly rolling into a hobby like this. Remember how you, for example, played on a playground as a kid, or how you played with Legos. You just took on a playground, you just start doing some random stuff and see what you like, see what sticks. With Legos, you just start assembling bits and pieces together and see what sticks. I want you to do the same thing in the gym. Sure, it will be vibe lifting. Sure, your typical dude will say, no, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to have a strict program. Bicep try nonsense for you. Because see, they are right for the strict program if you want to get from point A to point B faster. They are correct. But that's not a point. Point is to develop habits. And I have been training for, today is what, 2026? For about 20 years. So that works, and I stuck around to it. And I developed a habit to a point where going to the gym is pretty much like brushing my teeth. But again, if I need to get from point A to point B faster, program, calorie counting, whatever you name it, that's not the point. That's not what it's about. That's about making sure what you A, start, B, stick to it, and C, if you, for whatever reason, not preparing for anything specific, can actually keep going to the gym. So let's just say week 1, all you do is just come through the one exercise. You do all of those, and guess what? If all of a sudden you decided on Saturday, you know what, I just don't feel it. Ideally complete the game. If you don't feel it, I don't want you to go. That's it. No, we're not going Saturday. Because guess what? You skipping one day like this, in the grand scheme of things, that's not gonna do anything to your progress. But if you skipping one day will cause you to fall off a bandwagon, if you give yourself a super strict training regimen, you will fall off a bandwagon even faster. Period. That will happen. So here's that. That's one way. And you can gamify it. Make it almost like various quests. You play more. I was about to date myself and say you play Morrowind. You play whatever, Skyrim, you play Witcher, you play Cyberpunk. You have your list of quests and you make a specific list of quests just for fun. Same week 2, you can have a same thing 7 days, but instead of just one random exercise, you can come up with something else. Again, can be anything. It can be do as much as you can in a 20-minute period. That's fine too. Again, if this is something you feel like doing. It can be any modifications of those. And this is how you play. You slowly roll into it, you vibe lift, you catch the weird looks of crazy dudes who come through in a gym with a box of fries and chicken breasts. It doesn't matter. The goal is for you to develop a habit. For you to actually stick to it. Because guess what? If you will do things not perfectly for a year, it's much better if you do things perfectly for 3 weeks. That's one thing if you are on your own. Another alternative, if that's your thing, group classes. Group classes are much more strict, but if there's something which you're interested in, whatever it is. If you're a dude, you go to Pilates, I don't care, go to Pilates. For a while, back in my college days, there was a small section of my strength training class where our instructor gave us a specific training for legs and butt. Of course, it was mostly for women. I came through too. Why? I just felt like it. Because I thought it was fun. So, group classes. You pick a group class and you go to the one you feel like you want to go to. Just to explore. You try it, you don't like it, it's fine. If you do like it and you find some cool people there, even better. You will actually look forward to going to this class. Also, important point with all of those weeks, whatever, if you want to set a stricter schedule for yourself, I go at that specific time, you can. But to be honest, I think it's better if you just go when you feel like it. For example, I can tell you what I don't like going when there are a ton of people for obvious reasons. So I go when I want to, around the specific time frames when there are far less people around. So I just wanted to go at any time and doing whatever. This is how you develop habit. That applies to all other aspects of life. You want to start studying cybersecurity and you decided, you know what, I will go to try hack me. We'll do something once a day. I don't even have to complete a full lab. If I will complete a full lab, great. If not, it's totally fine. Again, the goal is to develop a habit and develop an interest. Because if you come through, do little by little, just got bored off of it and fall off a bandwagon, you would fall off a bandwagon anyways. But here, you will develop some interest. When you would like to do more exercises, when you will start experimenting, you will talk to some people. You will start asking them questions. Maybe you will talk to somebody else and you will find yourself a gym buddy. Then maybe you will develop interest enough to have a stricter program and train with your gym buddy because you decided, you know what, let me prepare for Spartan race or for some event, or just summer is approaching and you decided to hit the gym extra hard to look better. It's totally fine. This is how you get the best results. But I want you to develop the habit. Because guess what? You didn't have a habit. And you try to overcompensate for not training for a while. You throw a bunch of stuff your way. And then you fall off a bandwagon. This is how you do it. Again, that applies to many aspects of your life. Pretty much to all of them. Gamification and slowly rolling into things. This is how you develop habits. This is how you stick to stuff. Find a way to apply it to each and every aspect of your life. And if you would like some help with narrowing down how to actually develop good habits and how to build something, whatever it's when it comes to your body, when it comes to your business, book a free clarity call. Let me do an audit for you and help you develop the actual actionable plan so you can stick to things. I will talk to you soon.